All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Project Call 16. It is Thursday, November 18th, 2021. We're excited to get back to you guys, getting into the holiday season, but we will reassure you that we are going to be hustling and bustling over the next 2 months to try and get all of these products out for everyone. Hopefully as soon as possible, but we have a lot to still work on. We're going to jump into the minting updates. So recently, last week, we did a soft launch for our minting. Our minting contracts are live right now. Currently, we kind of just released the bare bones. We have our very own Tim Kang working on a ton of features to add to this minting contract that are going to be coming out in the next few weeks once we get them all finalized and ready. But we do have more features coming to the minting contracts. I'm not going to give any details on what those exactly are, but I just want everyone to know Tim is a pretty brilliant mind, and he has a very strong passion for these contracts and basically really wants to add in some features that he thinks that he's really wanted to see in the industry over the last few years. And we all are pretty sure that these features are going to really set us apart and that we haven't seen these before. But yeah, Tim is working on those personally, and those should be coming out in the next few weeks, hopefully within the next month on the minting side. So a lot more features coming. So that's something to be excited about. And then next we kind of roll into the, marketplace updates. Ryan, do you want to maybe give some feedback on like the back end and some of the scraper stuff we've been working on, order books, fleek and that kind of stuff?
If you'll allow me as well, I can do a little half an alpha leak on Tim's minting stuff. If you
Yeah. Just
any,
don't give it out too
well,
much. But Ryan has all the inside scoop on some of the cool features.
if anyone knows Tim Kang, you'll know he's a decentralization maximalist, as we endearingly call him, and he's a really big fan of when your metadata lasts forever and is stored in all the right places. So that's about all I'll say there. But we're very, very excited to see that play out. And in terms of the marketplace and the auctions and some of this other stuff that we're working on, there's been a lot of progress made towards the back ends, especially on the marketplace. There's two very major back end components there. There's an order book that maintains a list of all the orders, allows you to submit orders to it. And this is kind of like the heart and soul of the back end. We've basically finished this up and are in testing and are basically really excited to be able to start implementing that into our main site. And the other major component is a data scraper. We do have an existing data scraper right now that you can see when you log into your site that's powered by Moralis, but we're building this really, really robust, fast, and like full coverage data scraper that is just talking right to the blockchain. It's talking really fast to it, and it's getting all this data at like super high speed that is unimaginable. If you're printing out the information, you're actually slowing it down. That's how fast it is. So we're all very excited about that. And since I mentioned that we're all decentralization maximalists to one degree or another, and that's the focus that we like to go on, we've been playing around a good bit with Fleek and talking to Harrison about that, and we've managed to get some beta stuff ready on Fleek. So the Universe website is available now on Fleek. We'll be getting links out and getting a fleek.universe set up for the short term, but there is going to be some really cool stuff there because you'll be able to browse the Universe site right off of IPFS. I think those are the major updates from my end, but we're all super excited.
I have one more update for the marketplace too, and I don't know if this is something we really said publicly, but we have had a lot of questions in turn, like in the Discords and just elsewhere. There's a ton of questions about like gas fees and layer twos and alternative blockchains and marketplaces. we just want to reiterate that while we are working on this marketplace, this is going to be layer 1 Ethereum deployed on ETH. And basically we are already thinking about and working with teams like Polygon and other layer 2s that I won't mention right now, but we are talking with these teams, and we have to deploy on Ethereum first, but once we do that, we're going to be looking towards layer 2s pretty quickly to offer those feeless, gasless solutions to users who want to be able to use those blockchains to mint NFTs as well.
Yeah,
But that's going to be coming after the regular marketplace. But we just want everyone to know we are looking into L2s, ZKs, and all that different fun jazz that's happening on the layer 2 side.
since that's kind of half the timeline, we may want to update everyone on the answer to the when auctions, when marketplace question. The current answer I can give you is that we're targeting Q1 of 2022 to launch both of those products. So we're super excited for it's going to be a really fun couple months.
Yep. So we're, like I said, over the next 2 months, we really are hustling and trying to finish a lot of this work we've been doing over the last 6 months, and really trying to cross our T's, dot our I's, and get these all published for you. Ryan says Q1 2022. If it's possible to go earlier, we will, but we don't want to put ourselves on the plank too early, but it's looking like we're definitely going to be able to go live by then. See, is there anything we're missing about the marketplace?
I can hand it back to you for auctions if you want to jump into that.
Yep. So
Actually, just so everyone knows, the fleek integration, one of the really cool things about that is that we have like a really deep connection with the founder of Fleek. And one of the things we did when we were talking about this was get to be able to actually have the Universe DAO pay for the services. So there is no central company that is paying for these services. It's being paid directly from the DAO, and it gets paid out yearly. We essentially kind of got loaded on there because we know them so well. But do look out for a DAO vote around actually paying Fleek. I think it was only like $200 for the whole year or something like that. It wasn't a lot, but from a decentralization standpoint, it's a pretty cool way forward with all that. I'm excited about being able to pay directly from a DAO for a service like that. So, but that's just geeking out.
That's like the first step towards this whole like vision. So
Yep.
yeah. Nice.
Yep. Okay, so next, auctions. So as everyone knows, really where we started for Universe was really was the auctions. So we started out, I know a lot of people remember us doing the NFPs. And really when we started that, I wish Tyler or Tim was on this call. They could always go back into detail because they were the ones that really lived this. But when they were minting those Pepes, they basically had almost like a paradigm, shift kind of thing happen to them where they had tried minting on OpenSea and Bounce, and they actually had almost struggled in their first time minting NFTs. And they said, we need to go make a platform that makes this easy. So like they went and tried to do this, and really, it wasn't as easy as they had thought. So they said, we need to go and make something that is really user friendly. And, at the deeper they dove, like Ryan had mentioned, is, the decentralization, Maxi and Tim and Tyler really started to look at the NFTs and say, like, really, how decentralized are these NFTs? And that's really where our journey started. And over this last 6 to 7 months, we have really been diving into how can we decentralize NFTs from storage and make them live forever on the blockchain. Because, things that we see right now is that's not really the case. And I've heard Tim say a few times, and I actually have heard other people say this, is, there are skeptics in the NFT space that call say, like our NFTs actually NFTs, because, a lot of them do live on nodes that could disappear at the end of the day, or what happens to this art if everything goes to shit. And these are the questions that nobody wanted to ask. But Tyler and Tim really started, or it was more Tim, I believe, but really started asking these questions and saying like, look, we need to move forward and kind
Actually, a lot of this conversation came more from like what we were talking about with using the ICP system, because like the big issue was around like when we were architecting all of it, like early on before there was a token. I talk about this in that multiverse Medium article, but we were had hours long jam sessions around like what we really wanted to achieve with it, and that's really where a lot of that conversation came from.
Yeah,
but ICP wasn't available. Again, this actually falls back into our relationship with Harrison, because he built a lot of fleek on top of ICP. So, but none of that was really available at the time. So we had to kind of create band-aids.
Yeah, we actually did play around with ICP integration with our front ends through Fleek. It's not something we can offer yet, but it is something that we will work to eventually offer. The ICP network is not yet ready to handle all of what we're asking from it, but we're all expecting it will be.
Yep. So, I just wanted to reiterate, this really is our mission, is creating a truly, we always say we are creating a decentralized marketplace, and I'm not really sure people truly understand what we mean by that. And, you can decentralize a marketplace pretty easily. You do a DAO and you give a token and someone's going to stamp decentralized on that. But really what we want to do as decentralized is make truly decentralized NFTs that are going to live forever. And that's the marketplace we want to build, not just a decentralized run marketplace. We want a truly decentralized marketplace down to the file storage. And what's up, Ryan?
Centralize everything, or at least as much as possible.
Yeah, as much as possible. And, that's kind of, why we bring up the Dfinity and ICP stuff is, those tools weren't there at first. Those tools are being built out a lot better. And eventually, we'll be able to migrate to those and get to that, almost fully decentralized. It's like you solve one problem and another one pops up. So I can't say as soon as we go to Dfinity, we're going to be completely decentralized, but, we're working towards it. And it really was why we focused on the auctions first, is because really what we wanted to build wasn't a possibility. We realized that, the reason why no one had completely built NFTs completely decentralized is because it really wasn't a capability in the industry at the time. So, we focused on auctions, and, this is really one of our, main things that we put a lot of our blood, sweat, and tears into. And it's finally going through its final round of audits. This auction style was modeled after Justin Blau's tiered style auction. There still is not an auction type like this in the space after 8 months. So, no one's beaten us to it. And we personally think that we have built this, to the T, and we're really excited to launch this for everyone. But still, that's going into its last final audits, and, we'll still have to do some connections and testing once all that is finished. But we're really hoping that we're going to be able to launch that pretty soon. But it still could be, a month depending on testing, because we do want to test everything. And like we always say, security is something we take super seriously. So we audit everything and we test the hell out of everything. So yeah, just, that was a long little spiel about the decentralization, but really just wanted to let everyone know, I've seen a lot of stuff in the community about hey, it's taking all 6 months to ship a marketplace, but realistically, I just want some people to realize we started with the auctions, and part of the reason why we did that is, we started with minting and auctions because you got to mint NFTs to have an auction. But, the marketplace was something we saw coming afterwards, because we were hoping that the tech in the industry would kind of move forward as we did. And as it has kind of developed as planned, you know, we started the marketplace a little bit later, but, you know, we're still on track to build what we wanted to build, which is a fully decentralized NFT marketplace, which is, and I do want to say, I don't think that anyone has beaten us. I've seen a lot of community members say like, oh, this company is going to beat y'all, but it's like, just because you know, Super Rare starts a DAO and gives out a token, you know, like I said, that, you know, you can decentralize the community and decentralize the token, but at the end of the day, if the tech and protocols are not decentralized as well, you know, there's still room to grow and things that we need to work on. I don't think that we need to get complacent as an industry. I think that, you know, this is why I personally am, you know, I believe in Universe is because we, you know, I think that we see the problems that, and not just like us, like I was taught these problems. I didn't see the issues either. I'm not the deepest code, you know, understander of code. So like it took people smarter than me to tell me like, hey, look at these are these problems in NFTs. And I had to go and do my research and understand it. But that makes me like, you know, that makes me more understanding that other people don't understand these issues. And some people are just going with the flow and winging it, like, you know, because NFTs are
I'm
fun.
pretty sure most people don't understand it at all.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
they know
I didn't even
they're just buying
know it was an
JPEG.
issue. Yeah. So, I mean, like people can call us, you know, industry like leaders or influencers, and, you know, even some of the best influencers don't even realize that these NFTs aren't, you know, what they say they are. So this is just something we were really interested in fixing. And, you know, we can sit here and ramble all day, but, you know, until people start really understanding the like why and asking why, you know, these things aren't going to get fixed and they're not going to get better. But luckily we're working on it. So, but we'll move off the auctions. Those are, you know, big update is that those are moving into final rounds of audits, and hopefully we can get those pushed out as soon as possible. But, you know, just because it's finished doesn't mean it's getting released. We still have to test and we have to make sure everything's good in the audit round. So just everyone be patient, but we're working as fast as we can. To finalize this call, we'll just kind of wrap up and reiterate what I've been telling everyone the last few weeks is, you know, there's some farming opportunities. You go over to League DAO or InterDAO, XYZ, you're able to farm. And then you always got some opportunities in the DAO as well, XYZ governance. And I always just mention to the NFTers, you know, if you're new to NFTs and crypto, I always recommend just the DAO to learn about governance. You have to be staked in the DAO to vote. And if you never participated in governance, it's definitely worth learning about. Knowledge is key in this industry, and learning about governance and why people are using governance, I think, is very important. So just want to reiterate that if you're new to NFTs and don't know about it, Troy had mentioned there's a proposal going to come up soon to pay for the fleek services. So that'll be something that you'll be able to vote on in the next few weeks to a month. So, you know, if you're, you know, like I said, if you're new to governance, you're going to have an opportunity to vote in the next few weeks and learn a little bit about that. So, and you,
Yeah, actually, to segue something of that, there will also be another proposal coming out. It's going to be first in Signal, and it's around multiverse, and it actually has to do with kind of like a lot of the stuff that I've been working on in behind the scenes with a lot of other people, and it will involve governance from a entity standpoint of protocols. And then on top of that, you also get like a good update on the projects that are occurring underneath multiverse. Right now, there's actually a lot of development, but I'm not talking about it because it's kind of all in private repos, and it's not like you can kind of find it if you look for it, but things are moving along with that. And then, yeah, I think that's a pretty good update. I'll just leave it at that. It might not come out until Monday, just because, to be honest, like half our team has been sick and people have been catching up on everything that's been going on. And this kind of just comes after, and people need to like read it. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. You guys got Tyler sick. You in the NFT NYC. Tyler's bedridden now. I'm just kidding.
Tyler's dead from all we know at this
Yeah,
point.
we don't even know where Tyler is. I'm just kidding. No, Tyler's okay. No one worry. We know where he is. But also, Dragos, you have an announcement about TMY.
Oh, that's still in the works, man. That's still in the works.
I'm just kidding.
That's still in the works.
That's y'all's alpha for today.
Oh, so close.
All right, everyone.
Make it happen.
Do we have any other updates or anything we want to say? No, nobody wants to say anything.
Going twice.
Algae, nothing? Okay. If Algae doesn't want to say anything, then there's absolutely nothing left to talk about. Oh, wait, here he is. He might have something to say.
No, I just wanted, I think we forgot to look at the project call questions in the Discord.
Oh, nice. Great reminder. Let's go check that out. Let's
But
see.
honestly, I was just looking at it and I feel like I don't know the best way to word this, but some of these questions really feel concernful and fuddy. But I don't know if that's okay to say, but they really do. But basically, like what Mark was saying, almost every marketplace, like I collect a lot. I'm not going to say any marketplace specifically, but I collect a lot, and almost every marketplace that currently exists tries to say they're decentralized. And that term is just so loosely used. Like, I don't even think people know what it means. When we release our marketplace, people will see what we mean. Like, someone specifically brought up a marketplace that just dropped, and it's just not really a good comparison to what we're building. Like, I recommend you guys go check out Sushi Swap's new marketplace. It's really awesome. It's not a good comparison though to what we're building. It's a lot more basic.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even really compare OpenSea to what we're building.
Seeing questions about like Sushi's marketplace, and we love Sushi. We're big fans of Maki and the whole team. But from my current understanding, they're not launching a marketplace as of now. They're launching a curated drops platform, which is, very different from what we are trying to offer. So if anyone was concerned about that, I'm not, and I don't think you should be either.
And then I think the other question was about advertising our minting platform. And we just aren't doing that because of the fact that we have more minting features coming relatively soon. And it doesn't really financially, in my opinion, make sense for the DAO to start marketing for trying to get new people to mint when all the tools aren't available yet. That was more of like a beta feature that we just wanted to show people, like maybe like how the flow might work. That even that feature is subject to change. We just wanted to like show everyone a beta kind of. So yeah, I mean, just be patient with us. The core community of people in that universe Discord know exactly that we're serious and building something that is gonna impact the space and change the world. So if anybody has doubts, you guys really should consider talking to some of the people in the general chat in the community, and they can definitely reassure you. I've seen it happen. I see it happen all the time.
We could just fork it and stamp some cool UI on it and just say fuck it, like here you go. But we're actually going to build something cool instead of just the decentralized marketplace that everyone else is making.
Yeah, like Mark said, the NFTs are going to be decentralized. It's more than just decentralizing the team and the community. It's also about decentralizing what you're building.
Yeah, decentralizing the assets. I mean, decentralizing the token is important too, but like let's be real. We want this shit to live forever. And it's just, that's what no one wants to talk about is what if all these IPFS nodes go down? What if OpenSea goes down? What
mean,
if,
I an update on the data scraper. That's actually one really tricky problem with building a large system like that is that a lot of those IPFS links are actually down. In fact, it's a very non-negligible number. Like I don't have a specific percentage and I can't say if it's like 20 or 30 or 5 or whatever. But you know, we have ways of working around that because other places do cache these NFTs for now. But it is a very clear problem that IPFS alone is likely insufficient by itself because these nodes do go down and people stop pinning their content. So I know a lot of people, like you said, Mark, aren't really worried about this for one reason or another, and it's because they haven't encountered the problems. The second their NFT, you know, is not visible anymore on their new platform that they're testing out, then people start to pay attention. You know, nobody really seems to care about decentralization until it actually matters. Once it matters, now either it's too late or maybe it's not, and we make a lot of good progress. But that's something that I've noticed.
very well said, Ryan.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm like we're not blaming anybody for wondering. We definitely have had a couple delays, but similar to like not similar to anything, but basically the reason the delays happen is because we want to make sure it's secure and works as good as possible. I was going to say similar to some other projects that have had delays recently, but usually when delays happen on a project, it's not for no reason. Like there's good reason that we're trying to make it work as good as possible so that when it comes out, everything is, like we're saying, truly decentralized and the experience is like the best.
Yeah,
That's the
and
best.
we're going to push the code that we said we're gonna push. Like, you know, Tyler, Troy, our founder's track record is we build the products we're going to say. Some people have always said, hey, you know, build faster, but at the end of the day, what we've said we're going to build, we've built, and the products work, the tools work, and, you know, we're not going to take shortcuts. We're going to build a decentralized marketplace like we said we were. And yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, we're building as fast as we can, but we're trying to build something that no one else has built. So, okay, we answered the community questions. I think we've told or kind of have given all the updates. We love everyone. We love the community. We're not like shitting on y'all. We just want everyone to know. Like we definitely feel like we're under the gun. You know, we want to push our products live as fast as possible. But, you know, like Ali said, we have to do our part. We don't want to lose anyone's NFTs. We don't want to lose anyone's money. Like auditing these contracts and making sure everything's safe and secure is the most important thing to us. So everyone bear with us. We're building what we're saying. We're not taking shortcuts, even if it's going to save us time. So we're going to build this right, and we're sticking to our guns. All right, everyone. I think we're good. We love you all. Hit like, subscribe, go do something nice for your mom. Donate some NFTs for Christmas to your little brothers and sisters this year. I just want to say next call is going to be like Christmas time. We may or may not have a project call. Actually, I'm lying. It's going to be our next project call will be like December 7th. But then the next call is going to be around Christmas. So I'll update the community if we have any changes to like our call agenda, but there may be a chance that we either move the call or just have a really short updated call for the Christmas time. But I just wanted to update everyone on that. So, all right, I think we're good. See ya, everyone.
Wait, Mark, really quick. There will probably be a next call because we have Multiverso coming down here in Puerto Rico on that
Oh,
week.
yeah.
So we're gonna most likely be having a pretty big update around that because we are gonna be hosting that. So the one after that, that's Christmas. And so I would guess we probably won't, but we will definitely be having an update. We might even be doing it from the convention on some level.
That would be sick. And just to update, thanks for reminding me, we are having that Metaverso event. It's December 7th, 2021 in Puerto Rico, San Juan, beautiful San Juan. So if you want to get away from the cold and get down to the warmth, beautiful San Juan in December. But
Come.
also me and
Come
Ryan are
downtown.
going to Art Basel. So hit us up. We're going to be down there. We're going to be running around.
If Mark's
So-
going, I'm going.
I'm gonna be in Art Basel as well. Just I have not.
Is everyone
spoken
going?
to
Is everyone
Ryan.
going?
I
I'm
guess
going
the
to Art
universe
Basel.
crew's growing.
We're
Sounds
going
like we're
out.
going.
Get ready.
Miami's
Get
a
ready,
good
Miami.
time. I love Miami. Let's do it.
All
All right, guys. I think
right,
that's
now
it.
I'm actually jealous. Maybe I'm gonna have to come.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I
Throw
guess
down.
I'm buying a plane ticket today. So
There you go.
You can.
Oh, I'm
swim there.
driving. Wait, yeah, we're driving.
Yeah, I could swim. Anyway,
See ya,
All
everyone.
right, like and
talk
subscribe.
soon.
Bye bye.